greatest of all teachers and giver of love, hope, faith, and wisdom, look upon your children, the teachers, learners, parents, guardians, and out-of-school youth and adults. We humbly ask for your mercy and forgiveness. Guide us to the right path. May our efforts be blessed with insights and understanding, wisdom and respect for all. Bless us with patience, for the path of learning is never easy. Bless our commitment to keep on learning new knowledge and experiences. Let your light shine upon us as we make our world a better place to live in. Amen.
Good morning, Philippines! Good morning, Ma'am Jen!
Good morning, Sir Jeff. Beautiful Tuesday morning, Department of Education. Today is Tuesday and will not just be another day unless we decide to make it extraordinary. So let's do our best to make this an awesome Tuesday. Yesterday, we focused on how to use the learning management system that our high caliber edtech specialists from the Digital Gateway Development Team provided us with. Ang husay and sobrang clear ng discussions ng mga topics, and sure ako na ang dami nating natutuhan dahil, alam mo ba Sir Jeff, nalaman ko na as of 6 p.m. yesterday ay umabot na sa 106,744 users nationwide ang nag-enroll sa ating palamang day 1. Woo, wow! And alam nyo ba, yung morning session pa lang natin ay may 360,000 views sa ating palamang pong FB page, which only shows how eager our participants were to be part of our VINSET. Pero, gaya nga ng parati kong sinasabi, papunta pa lamang tayo sa exciting part kasi naman, today will be a new set of informative and interactive discussions.
That's correct, partner. Kaya naman po, welcome to our second day and we have a lot of surprises for you. Our beloved teachers and of course, Ma'am Jen, how was your messenger yesterday?
Naku, ito na nga. Ikukwento ko na sana sa iyo, sir. I have received and have been receiving a lot of messages until today mula sa ating mga minamahal na teacher participants. And you know what I really appreciate the most is their willingness to actively participate and of course support our webinar. Kaya naman huwag kayong mag-alala dahil ito na nga ang tamang panahon para batiin kayong lahat sa ating shoutout.
Yes, nagbabalik na po ang ating shoutout. Kaya naman, let's start off with SDO Las Piñas, headed by Dr. Joel Tito Recampo and Las Piñas National High School. Ayan, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. We also would like to greet SDO Caloocan with their Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Nerissa Losaria and of course, Bagong Silang High School from Teacher Pam with their Principal Dr. Marisa B. Feliciano and the Filipino Department Head Ma'am Mirna P. Pacheco.
Binabati din natin ang SDO Bulacan with their SDS Dr. Zenia G. Mostoles. At also, binabati natin ang mga teachers and non-teaching ng Kalumpit National High School with their principal, Dr. Evangeline Cristobal, the teaching and non-teaching staff. Hello po, pinapabati po kayo ni Sir Marco Paulo.
Yes, of course, greetings to our great leaders of SDO Pampanga, headed by SDS Edgar Domingo, and of course, Pulong Masle National High School Teaching and Non-Teaching Staff. The greetings po is from Ma'am Lynn Escoto.
And also, binabati ko ang aking mga SDO Batangas Province with our SDS Dr. Myrtle Evardome, ang aking pong school, Dr. Juan A. Pastor Memorial National High School, at ang masipag naming principal for Dr. Thelma A. Pascua.
Yes, so last na natin for today, SDO1 Pangasinan with their SDS Eli Esubaldo, TSDS of Bolinao 1, Dr. Ruth Kaalaman, and of course, Bolinao Integrated School headed by the principal Dr. Maria Cecilia T. Balgua from Sir John Wilbur Gale.
O ayan na, as promised, hindi namin kayo nakalimutan.
Yes, kaya naman marami pa pong parating, so just leave your shoutouts po sa ating comment section. So let's get this day started, Ma'am Jen. We just want to remind our participants to again, do not forget to log in using your SDO's enrollment keys. For our DepEd teachers who just tuned in, kindly visit lms.deped.gov.ph and access your regional LMS link.
And for our private school teachers, EdTech specialists, college students, and non-teaching personnel who are also very much welcome to watch and participate, just log into training.deped.gov.ph. Every day po, you can secure your certificates of participation, pass your performance task, and answer the evaluation form. And Sir Jeff, gusto ko lang i-emphasize na ang ating pong Certificate of Recognition with 15 CPD units ay maaari nating makuha or ma-secure after nilang ma-provide at masagutan ng assessment activities on the last day of our training. Ibig sabihin, Sir Jeff, every day pwede kayong makakuha ng Certificate of Participation. But our Certificate of Recognition will be on the last day.
Yes, kaya naman po sa mga minamahal naming teachers, kapit lang po, and we are now on our second day, kaya walang masasayang na oras at lalong walang masasayang na pera because this is VINSET and this is from the ICTS EdTech unit and this training is open for all and syempre for free.
Libre, pero de kalidad. Welcome once again to the
VINSET 3.0 Day 2. So please use our official hashtag V3Day2 when you share our live streaming via Facebook or YouTube.
That is correct. And please also follow the DepEd EdTech Unit's Facebook page to get notified when our daily session begins. Syempre, dapat may update lalo at priority ka. Kaya nga, let me remind you guys as per our discussion yesterday, kapag hindi kaya ng ating laptop, all you need to do is pasukin ang VINSET Sandbox, create a course, then gumawa ng H5P.
That's correct. Kaya naman po, huwag kakalimutan. VINSET Sandbox, create a course, then H5P. So that's as easy as 1, 2, 3. So what are we waiting for? Buckle up, our dear teachers, for our first speaker this morning. To enlighten us about the importance of nano learning and multimedia in delivering instruction, let us all welcome one of our EdTech specialists, Ms. Dana Rose Javier.
Ayan, so marami pong salamat sa pagpapakilala, Sir Jeff and Ma'am Jennifer. Isang maganda, mapagpala at nabiyayang araw po sa lahat ng kaguruan ng Pilipinas na patuloy na nakasubaybay sa ating VINSET 3.0 Day 2. So kahapon po ay nadagdagan ang ating kaalaman patungkol sa kahalagahan ng DepEd Learning Management System sa ating departamento. So ito po ay natuto po tayo kahapon na iba't ibang features nito na makakatulong sa ating professional growth. Ngayon naman po ay muli namin kayong bubusugin sa mga panibagong topics na makakatulong sa ating pagtuturo. Once again, this is Ma'am Dana Rose Javier, Senior EdTech Specialist from SDO Nueva Ecija, welcomes you to VINSET 3.0 Day 2. So, the Department of Education, sir, ayan. So, allow me to share my screen po. So, the Department of Education together with the ICTS EdTech unit once again provided us a chance to update ourselves from the new innovations in education. This training is meant primarily to address the different challenges we have in education. Allow me to share the news from the Straits Times last July 24, 2022. It says that according to World Bank, the Philippines has the highest percentage of children at late primary age in Asian countries who are not proficient in reading. So as a teachers, we are being challenged by the situations. We are given the responsibility to create and provide more innovative and creative solution in the learning acquisition of learners. In response on this issue and other challenges brought by the pandemic, the EdTech unit initiate different innovation that can help both teachers and learners. And one of this is the importance of the nano learning and multimedia in delivering instruction. In this topic, we are going to talk about on how we can use the multimedia and the nano learning in delivering instruction to our learners. So it is the combination of multimedia and nano learning. We will also talk about on how we can use different social media platforms to deliver our subject matter in a short and in a simple concepts, but in an engaging formats. So what is our target for today? At the end of the session, we expect that participants can identify the importance of nano learning and multimedia in delivering instruction. The second one, we also expect that you can cite some ways on how nano learning can be a useful and effective resource and alternative to traditional lessons. And the last one is where we will be going to create engaging content and fosters the learn anywhere approach. So mamaya po tuturuan ko po kayong gumawa ng sarili ninyong nano learning content. And the subtopics or the certain context of this discussion today is to know the key aspects of nano learning, how we can use multimedia as a material in nano learning, and how to create our own nano learning content. So next slide. Let's start our discussion in defining what is nano learning. Nano learning is known as the bite-sized learning. This is a continuous learning process wherein the learner acquires knowledge without investing long hours. Nano learning offers shorter condensed learning capsules. For instance, a 2-minute interaction with an expert will clear the web of doubts and enhance your knowledge quotient. Or in short reading materials, we can help in understanding the logic behind the concept or formula by the use of this kind of approach. And according to the National Association of State Boards of Accountancy, or also known as NASBA, nano learning has defined as a tutorial program that is designed to permit the participant to learn in a given subject for a short time frame, like 2 to 10 minutes time frame, through the use of electronic media and without interaction with a real-time instructor. Parang ito po yung mga short videos, short tutorial, educational video content na mga 2-minute videos, pero pag napanood natin, may nare-retain agad na information. Then, yung information na yun na natatandaan natin, nai-apply pa natin sa ating pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. And nakakatulong talaga siya sa ating daily lives. Then, another definition of nano learning is it has a single learning objective and cannot be paper-based. So, hindi siya pwedeng sulat-sulat lang. Kailangan talaga natin ng gumamit ng technology by the use of the multimedia materials or the applications para makabuo ng ating content. And nano-learning courses are anywhere. Why? Usually, nano-learning courses are anywhere because it can be seen in the different social media platforms. It is an informal education that usually pop-ups to educate us or educate the audience and give information. Kumbaga, parang sa lahat po yata ng ating social media accounts ay meron tayong mga information na nalalaman bigla-bigla or meron tayong learning na nakukuha using that video or using that information. Ayan, may lumabas pong art card. Then, let us now talk about naman po yung benefits na may bibigay sa atin ng multimedia sa classroom. So, what are the common benefits of bringing multimedia in the classroom? The first one, using multimedia in the classroom, it helps the teachers engage the students and helps the students be more involved and retain more information from the lesson. Kahit nga po meron tayong iba't ibang uri ng learners kasi meron tayong auditory, visual learners, and etc. Mas natatandaan po talaga nila kapag mas may nakikita sila, may naririnig sila. And those students today are constantly bombarded with technology and are accustomed to receiving knowledge and information immediately in our fast-paced society. So, by the use of multimedia, it helps them to ease learning, and by assisting it also assists the learners to get well in mental representations. With the use of different media elements which support information processing. So, multimedia elements, ito na po yung mag-include tayo ng text, graphics, video, sound, and animation that can help us to create an interactive learning environment for interactive teaching and learning process. So, what are the key aspects of nano-learning that we must know? The first one is the short bits of content. So, the content must be concise. When you say concise, it must be also simple and understandable enough to be consumed in 10 minutes or less. The research indicates that our working memory where we process information is very small. Presenting students with too much information at one time can confuse them and make it hard to learn content. So, ang dali lang naman, di pala lumabas yung key aspects natin. So, our first key aspect is the short bits of content. So, what does it mean? Kailangan yung nano-learning po natin ay madaling intindihin, simple, and concise. Ayun. And yung pong kanyang content ay hindi masyadong marami, hindi masyadong mapalabok. Straight to the point, kumbaga. And hindi siya information overload. Dahil nga po ito ay tumatakbo lang ng 2 minutes or 10 minutes or minsan less than 2 minutes pa. Depende po sa topic, sa objective, and sa images or graphics na ilalagay ninyo. Then, the next aspect is plenty of examples. Why plenty of examples? For nano-learning to be effective, in order to, para po masabi natin na na effective ang ating nano-learning content, teachers must give concrete examples or demonstrate a solution, whether the topic is math, science, reading, writing, or any other subject. Dapat po pinapakita natin yung step-by-step process doon sa video na sa video material or sa content na gagawin natin. Dahil alam naman po natin na ang ating mga students ay mga great imitator. Kung ano yung dinemonstrate ni teacher, yun din ang ginagaya nila. Minsan nga po sa bahay, kapag tayo ay may mga anak na, may ginawa si nanay, tapos hindi naman hindi yun yung natutunan niya sa school, sasabihin niya, nanay, hindi naman ganyan yung tinuro ni teacher. So, minsan talagang mas pinapaniwalaan po ang teacher kaysa sa magulang. So, dapat po tayong mga teacher, nagbibigay po tayo ng maraming examples, and then yung dapat yung binibigay nyo example ay tama din. Then, the third one is the learning objectives. Learning objectives must be measurable. It should be in nano learning, it should be at least one learning objective, but not more than 3. And this objective must be measurable. And the effective learning objectives use action verbs to describe what you want to your students to be able to do in the end of the lesson. Mas maganda po na from the beginning, masabi nyo na po yung inyong objective para at the end of the discussion or at the end of the topic ng inyong material ay makikita nyo na kung na-attain ng ating mga students or learners yung goal na inilagay ninyo sa simula pa lang ng presentation. An example of this is, ayan po nakalagay, describe the history of the American criminal justice system. Parang dyan pa lang po, isang learning objective pa lang dyan. Ang target na ng teacher ay mabigyan ng description o ng bata, ma-describe ng bata kung ano yung nangyari sa history ng American criminal justice system. Straight to the point lang po. So, let us proceed to the next slide. So, how does nano learning works? So, nano lessons are delivered through text messages or online platforms like TikTok, Twitter, Facebook Reels, YouTube or YouTube Shorts. Yung mga YouTube Shorts po sa Facebook Reels na at may may maximum time, may airtime, may maximum airtime sila kasi minsan yung TikTok po ang alam ko 90 seconds ganun. And then yung iba pong Facebook Reels ay yung ibang mga videos sa stories natin umaabot lang na 60 seconds ganun. And then we can use that to focus on interactive content na magagawa natin. And each content po ay dapat nag-focus lang sa one learning objective or not more than 3 na po. Or not more than 3. These lessons may or may not be linked to more in-depth information, leading to longer learning sessions if the student desires. Obviously, the spotlight of the nano learning dimension is on multimedia formats, as pupils are accustomed to seeing them on a daily basis on social media. Alam naman po natin na kahit grade 3 or grade 4, mga grade school po ay marunong na talagang mag-cellphone. At alam ko po na ang ilan sa kanila ay marunong na din talagang mga likot na or gumawa ng kanilang social media accounts. Kaya yung ilan sa ating mga anak or yung ilan sa ating mga maliliit na bata ay alam na yung mga bagay na hindi pa dapat nila lalaman sa ganong age. Kasi nga po, nano learning is everywhere and yung social media po ay napakalawak na. Ang dami nang naaabot na tao. Hindi na siya ganun ka-restrict. Anyway, one of the most common format of this nano learning is a video reel or a short content that can easily create with our cell phones, tablets, and other devices that can produce video elements. So teachers can use them as a standalone lessons or as supplemental material to help students with location-based comprehensive learning. Example po nito is yung learner may sakit o absent sa school. Through the use of the messenger or through the use of any social media platforms, basta may data or may internet, o yung Google Drive link or social media link, ipapasa nyo lang po agad yung material na yan sa parent ng learner na absent. And then, kahit ang bata ay nilalagnat or nakapagpahinga na siya or nasa bahay lang nakahiga, pwedeng patugtugin niya ng nanay niya or i-play sa TV. At least sa mga ganong paraan, yung bata, nakakasabay pa rin sa klase kahit absent siya. And kapag bumalik siya sa school, hindi na siya mauhuli sa discussion. Konting review na lang sa kanya. 'Di ba? So, yan po yung mga magagandang benefit na makukuha natin kapag ang teacher ay gumamit ng nano learning approach using multimedia materials and social media platforms. Then another example po, isa pa po ay yung absent naman yung learner na walang device sa kanilang bahay. So, kung walang device, walang internet, yung ating learner, basta meron po tayong material or meron po tayong na-download na material na ginagamit natin na ginamit natin for the past few days na absent si learner, pwede po natin siyang i-play sa mobile phones or sa other devices na pwede mong pag-playhan para i-replay yung video ng subject matter nyo na na-discuss nyo nung wala si learner. On that way po, ay nakaka-save kayo ng time sa pagtuturo. Parang hindi mo na kailangan pang mag-exert ulit ng lakas para magsalita. Hindi mo na kailangan ulit gumamit ng boses. Ganun. Kasi recorded na siya. Ipi-play mo na lang. Parang ina-click lang, meron na yung video material. So, in other terms, the development of this kind of materials or the DIY, do-it-your-own learning materials or courses requires the teacher content creator, tayo po yun, to be tech-savvy, meaning that they need the ability to create dynamic infographics, videos, social media posts, and familiarity with the app's use. Marami po kasi tayong pwedeng gamiting application. And yung mga susunod na topic, yung na topic after my talk ay may mga ituturo din po silang application na maaari nating gamitin. Online and offline ay pwede natin siyang gamitin. So, after my talk po ay patuloy nyo pa rin pong suportahan at panoorin yung mga susunod na speakers kasi talagang very useful yan today. So, next slide. The trick of nano learning is incorporating multiple forms of media within one session. It integrates video, images, text, and audio coherently to create engaging content. In addition, be sure to consider better teaching products from credible resources or sources to ensure that you are incorporating things that have been proven to work, especially if you are new in